Okay, welcome back, or for the first time, which I think this is actually going to be my first time. Welcome to the podcast called Dyslexia Friendly. Wow, I think that sounds like a great name, right? So this is the first podcast that I'm going to be attempting to make, and I wanted to state out there, this is a great platform podcast. I never actually got into it until recently, and it is surprisingly beneficial to all those. I feel I'm a little sick. All those that are in the dyslexic world, or that have effects, or there's a broad range of effects of dyslexia, and they appreciate, and I think every single person who's out there who is dyslexic, they'll feel the same way, that it's just simpler. Listening to a book or listening to a podcast instead of reading a blog or reading the book is a whole different game. At least for me, I appreciate listening. That's how I study. That's how I go through school. But this platform is amazing. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go literally in depth over the next who knows how many weeks, going through different aspects of life that either help certain people. I might interview people. We're going to go through the list of all we're going to do, and also apps or different tools and tricks to help one who is struggling or one that is achieving with dyslexia to make their life optimized and really change the way that they look at the world, and maybe even the way the world looks at them. It's a whole world that, yes, you might have been told your whole life. There's two options to that. One, you might have been told your whole life, you're dyslexic, you're special, you've been the smart kid. Okay, that's option one. Option two is that you always thought, or you were told, that you were the dumb kid or the dumb person in school because you couldn't thrive. But I'm telling you right now, it's neither of those. Yeah, you could be dyslexic, you could be a genius. Yeah, you could be dyslexic, you could be dumb. But that has nothing to do with dyslexia. That's all with a different part of what our mind does. Dyslexia affects how we perceive the world. Yes, you most probably been told you're dumb, but that's not true. That is just the facade that the teachers or your friends, or those are not your friends, or the people that are around you. That's what they're telling themselves to feel better about themselves. And those that are smart, they're a little jealous. But why are they jealous, and why are both sides jealous of the person that I'm clearly struggling? If you're in school, you're clearly struggling. If you're in a job where you have to work in ways that you don't appreciate or that you can't thrive in, why are they jealous, right? The answer is the way you think, the way our minds work. It's a whole different game. It's a whole different way of outlook on the world. This might sound weird and a little bit crazy, but this is true. If you ever experienced or hung out with someone with special needs, personally I have. I do a lot of work with special needs people and the special needs population. I love being around them. But I only found recently in the past year that dyslexics and autism and autistic people are on opposite sides of the spectrum. We are the polar opposite sides of each other. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. Each side is extremely smart. Or are they? Yes, they can be very smart, but we can't appreciate the way that they're smart. And the world doesn't appreciate the way that they're smart. It's crazy to think that the world of engineering and in NASA and MIT is literally run by dyslexics. Or on the other hand, that juvie is almost filled with dyslexics completely. That's not normal. Those odds and statistics don't make sense. Now, why is it like that? I can't tell you right now, but what I'm going to tell you over the next who knows how many weeks that I'm going to do this, and that I'm going to be able to focus and be able to make myself help myself decompress and explain why I think this works, and help those people around me and all those people in the world that are struggling from the same thing or that are achieving. It's a crazy world out there. I know everybody says that, like it's crazy, but you could get through it no matter who you are, no matter what's happening, and it's a way that you could achieve. and Dyslexia Friendly, which I love the name, is going to be a way where someone who needs help in any aspect. Different episodes are going to deal with different apps that you could use for taking notes in class, for help working in society, regular job, regular Joe, either working behind a desk, have to type all day. Oh man, typing. How can you achieve? And yeah, it's going to be difficult. It can be very hard, or it can be really easy and really simple. But you got to work towards it. And all I'm going to say now is that I can't wait for the journey to begin.